Hi kids, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to read the book Henry and Mudge, Take the Big Test. We're also going to talk about what are some words that begin with D or sound D, and then we'll find the words that begin with letter D. So let's begin by reading the story. Henry and Mudge, Take the Big Test. Story by Cynthia Ryland, pictures by Susie Stevenson. The Smart Dog. On a sunny day, Henry and Henry's mother and Henry's big dog Mudge were sitting on their front porch. A man with a collie walked by. Suddenly, the man stopped. "Sit," said the man, and the collie sat. "Down," said the man. The collie lay down. Henry looked at Mudge. Mudge looked at Henry. They both looked at the collie. "Stay," said the man. Then he walked a long way down the street. He didn't look back. The collie stayed. The man turned down another street and disappeared. The collie stayed. After a while, the man came back. "Susie heel," he said to the collie, and they walked down the street together. Henry looked at his mother. "Whoa," he said. "Smart dog," she said. Henry looked at Mudge. "Mudge, heel," said Henry, and he walked down the steps. Mudge rolled over and started to drool. "Well, at least he's good at staying," Henry said. "Except when company comes," said Henry's mother. "Right," Henry frowned. "And when the cat next door wants to visit," said Henry's mother. "Right." Henry frowned some more. "And when your dad is mowing the grass," said Henry's mother. "Right." Henry frowned even more. "Maybe Mudge needs to go to school," Henry said to his mother. Maybe Mudge needs a nice teacher like Mrs. Crocus," Henry said. Mrs. Crocus was Henry's second-grade teacher. "Maybe," Henry's mother smiled. "Mudge," said Henry, "do you want to go to school?" Mudge snored and drooled. "I hope dog school has nap time," said Henry. "And lots of paper towels," said Henry's mother, looking at her porch. Henry went shopping for Mudge's first day of school. He bought Mudge a new red leash. He bought Mudge a new silver collar. He bought Mudge a box of liver treats. And Henry bought himself a paddle ball because he was nervous. Henry liked to play paddle ball when he was nervous. And he was nervous because he thought Mudge might flunk dog school. He thought Mudge might drool on the teacher's foot, or sit on a poodle by mistake, or not even stay awake long enough to do anything. Henry paddled like crazy. When the first day of school arrived, Henry and Henry's mother and Henry's big dog Mudge drove to a long white building. Its sign read, "Pap's Dog School." Inside was Jack Pap with a handful of dog treats. "Mr. Pap is your teacher," Henry told Mudge. Mudge wagged. He jumped up to lick Jack Pap's face. "No, Mudge," said Henry. "Don't worry," said Jack Pap. "I know what to do." He held Mudge's front paws. He wouldn't let go. He danced Mudge up. He danced Mudge back. He danced Mudge all around. Mudge didn't like dancing. When Jack Pap finally let go, Mudge didn't jump up again. He was afraid Jack might want to dance. "Pretty good teacher," Henry said to his mother. "Pretty good," she said. They watched Jack Pap give Mudge a dog treat and a hug. So far, dog school was fun. The big test. Mudge was not a perfect student. He liked to lie down too much. He liked to sniff the other students. He liked to think about other things. But he always showed up, and he always wagged his tail, and he always gave his teacher a kiss. At home, Henry practiced with Mudge. They practiced in the backyard. Henry had one pocket full of liver treats. When Mudge did something right, he got a treat. When Mudge did something wrong, he got, "Oh, Mudge!" And after a few weeks, Henry needed 2 pockets full of liver treats because Mudge was getting almost everything right. He sat when he heard sit, he walked down when he heard heel, and he stayed when he heard stay. Most of the time, anyway. He still didn't do too well when the cat next door came to visit. Henry and Mudge went to dog class for 8 weeks. They worked very hard. They went through many boxes of liver treats. The last day of class was the big test. Henry and Henry's parents and Henry's big dog Mudge arrived early. Jack Pap would decide which dogs passed the test. He said that Mudge would go after the beagle and before the chow chow. "Good dog, Mudge," whispered Henry. "We can do it." When it was their turn, Jack Pap said to Mudge, "Okay, Mudge, let's see what you can do." Jack Pap gave Henry a big smile. "Sit," said Henry. Mudge sat. "Down," said Henry. Mudge lay down. "Stay," said Henry. Mudge stayed. Henry walked away. He didn't look back. He walked around the long white building, wishing he had his battle ball. He sure hoped Mudge would stay. Mudge did stay. When Henry came back, he saw Mudge lying in the same place, wagging his tail. He gave Mudge a big hug and a kiss and 2 liver treats. Henry shook Jack Pap's hand. Mudge shook Jack Pap's hand. Mudge had passed the test. He got a fancy certificate. He got a gold ribbon. He got a giant dog biscuit. Henry's father and Henry's mother clapped and clapped. "Whoa," said Henry's father. "Smart dog," said Henry's mother. "Great dog," said Henry. Mudge wagged at them and barked and drooled one last time on his teacher's foot. What are some words that begin with letter D on sound D? Let's look at this page. This is a page from Dr. Seuss ABC. Letter D. D says D. Dogs in a doghouse. D, D, D. This is a little chant that I like to teach my students that helps us remember the D says D. Dogs on a doghouse. D, D, D. Next thing we're going to look is at Dr. Seuss, Big D, Little D. David Donald Do dreamed a dozen donuts and a duck dug too. Big D, Little D. David Donald Do dreamed a dozen donuts and a duck dug too. So here is a little picture of him dreaming about a dozen donuts, which are 12 donuts, and duck dug too. As we learned from the book about Henry and Mudge, dogs love treats. So today we are going to find the words that begin with letter D and then put them in our treat bowl for dogs. For this part of the video, you need to save the worksheet that is in the description below so we can do the work together. So first step is to make sure you have all the things you need. So you need your worksheet. You also need some scissors. You'll need glue, crayons, or you can use color pencils as well. Let's begin by naming our pictures on the bottom of our page. I have 6 pictures, but I only can have 4 treats for doggy dish. So let's look at the first picture. The first picture is a bee. I hear the sound b, b, b in the beginning, so this is a wrong picture. We don't need to worry about cutting this one out. Next one is duck. I hear the letter D or the sound D in the beginning of letter duck. So we're going to keep this picture and we're going to color it. So if you'd like to color, you can. I know a lot of domestic ducks are actually white, so I'm going to leave it white. Maybe just add a little bit of brown. Okay, but the rest of it is white. The next picture is door. I hear the letter D or the sound D in the beginning, so I'm going to color this because I know this is the one that I need. And remember, our first job is to find a picture that begins with letter D or sound D and color it. Next is a dolphin. I hear the letter and the sound D in the beginning of dolphin. I'm going to color my dolphin using my gray crayon or gray pencil. You can use silver. Next picture is a wagon. It begins with W, so it does not, or sound what, it does not belong. And finally, I have a picture of a dinosaur. It begins with letter D or sound D, so I'm going to color my dinosaur as well. Now all of our pictures are colored and we are done with part 1. So we're going to number 2 is cut. So remember, when you cut, you are going to follow the lines and cut 4 of these pictures that we find. Now all of my words that begin with letter D or sound D are cut out. So now I'm ready for my next step. Number 2 is complete. Number 3 is glue your picture on the doggy dish. Remember, you can use all kinds of glue. I have a glue stick. You can use also a liquid glue and glue. Put some glue on the back of your picture. Press it down. I have the next one. Dinosaur and dolphin. And now my work is complete. I finished all 3 steps. And once again, if you can think of other words that begin with the letter D, go ahead and think about it. And then can you draw some pictures here of the words or more trees or more words that begin with letter D or sound D? Can you find 3 more words that begin with D? Go ahead and draw a pictures of the words that you found. You can share your words by posting in the comments below, or you can take a picture of your work and send it to my email at annnetkaacademy@gmail.com, and I'll share your work with the kids in my next video. If you like this video, go ahead, like, share, and subscribe, and come back to see more episodes about pets. Have a lovely day.